Hey guys, I'm back and I'm bringing you a little Rift action again with some Iron Tunes. It's the second dungeon available at about level 19, I believe. This is when you can first enter it. Well, I think it's the when you can first enter it, but right now we're just starting off. I didn't get the very beginning when you pick the first quest just because I forgot to hit record. Rookie mistake. But as we go on, we shall see that this is a fairly long dungeon, even though it only has technically three bosses in it. I'm rocking my cleric, Volgan as usual. The tank that we have in this group is Rikara from the guild I'm in. He's an awesome tank. He can he loves to chain pull, which with the healer we had, who wasn't technically familiar with healing, had a little bit of a hard time keeping it going. But with my Inquisitor build I got here, I have a quick heal from Sentinel, so I could pop a quick heal on him if needed be. So we just continue on, taking out the trash, and the trash, as long as you have a good DPS group, you'll be able to knock it all out really quick. At one point, I was trying to tab just a second ago. Oh, I guess we have a cut. Oh my, I guess I missed the recording. This is the first boss. Kaor Ashtone. He's the one who's saying Ilium in the very beginning, which I love the voice acting for it. The only thing about this guy is he's really just a tank and spank, but he has almost 20,000 health, so it takes a little bit to get him down. Basically just have all DPS start attacking as soon as the tank picks him up. Because the reason is because he has a debuff he will be putting on the tank called Jagged Wounds. That Jagged Wounds will keep stacking and stacking and stacking. With that, the tank will eventually become unhealable with it. So you just keep doing it, and it's good to have actually a DPS with an off heal, just in case the healer that you have in the group can't eventually deal with the heals. You can have some off heals going on. But yeah, if you got a good DPS group and a good tank and everything, you can knock it out. And there we get some cloth boots to drop, but yeah, not really my shebang. And then we continue back to the trash. In this area, some of the trash aren't even considered elite, so they go down pretty quick. With my soul Ren and everything, and anybody who has AoEs or anything, drop them. The spirits, the lovely, lovely spirits. And I won't be talking through the whole thing because what can you really say about trash? I was gonna make a joke about a ghost being white trash, but I think that's just untasteful. Really, just untasteful. Yeah, hopefully with most of the videos I'm going to be bringing you guys, I'll be actually doing the healing, which will... It's just what I feel right doing. When I'm not healing, I just... something just doesn't feel right to me. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yep, and coming up here on the right, you can actually see the quest marker for one of the quests for the dungeon. I call that quest, when you actually pick it up, the Ghostbusters quest. Because basically you become a Ghostbuster. The whole point of the thing is to actually trap astral, like wraiths, I just bit my tongue, wraiths, ghosts, whatever you want to call them. Ooh, a little dry throat. I shall take a drink of me soda. Yep, and there, picked it up. And you actually get a lure, is what it's called. And you'll see eventually you're able to do that quest after you defeat the second boss. or the Three Kings, as they're called. Yeah. These guys have whips and chains. Knock them down. Yeah. Get some green drop. Continuing on. Yeah, Ricard is just pulling like crazy, which is awesome. And if I had been on heals, I'd been able to heal him pretty good through it because with my build, I use the Sentinel healer with a Warden, like second. So I gotta have a lot of heal over time, so I can keep him up while still, I get my casts on. And here is the second boss. You'll see Elsbeth down there. The whole bag she is. Alright, in this fight, what's going to happen is there's going to be 3 different people that are going to be summoned. The 3 kings. The first person to be summoned will be Humbert the Bold. Yeah, he carries a big axe. The main thing that the tank wants to do with him, and if you have a lower level group and everything that is geared, face him away from the group. Because what he has is he has a frontal cleave, which it pretty much hits anybody in front of him, and it hurts. And he also, if you don't take him down fast enough, has a knockback, which the best thing to do is put him, the tank put his back against one of the statues. Alright, the second person right here is Derbik the Magus. He's a pushover. He's just a straight mage and everything. The only thing he does is he does life rend on random party members, which he's a pushover. He goes down quick enough, it should never be a problem. This guy's the guy that you want to take down fast because this is Leric the Ascendant. He is the healer of the 3. He does something, and in a second you're going to see that all 3 come out at once, and you got to take all 3 down at once. Because if it was just one at a time and then done, it'd be a pushover fight. But Tryon wouldn't do that to us, and now all 3 come. But the first one you want to focus on is the one we're on. The side is Leric the Ascendant, because he does an Unholy Mending. And that Unholy Mending pretty much heals his compatriots for quite a bit. As you can lock on the Ascendant. And we're taking him down. Then move on to Magus, or the Mage. Easy knockdown. And then take out Mr. Rend. Or Cleave. Rend. We're taking you down. And there. And that's the fight. And a chest will pop up, and that will have the goodies for the pickup, which some chain gloves came up. I really needed those, but our healer was able to pick them up, which was good because he honestly needed some gear to be able to heal good. And if there's anything I'm for, it's getting healers loot some gear. Alright, and that shiny blue circle right there is what I was talking about, the trap for ghosts. That's our Ghostbusters trap. You see all these lights coming out. You want to pick up these wraiths. As soon as you get close enough, they'll run, but you just grab them, bring them back, put them over the trap, and they are ours. 1 of 10. And yeah, and so after you get 10, there are actually these bright white wraiths. They're actually just enemies. But you don't actually need your whole group to stay together. You can actually spread apart to pick up the other wraiths because they're not elites. And we were lucky enough to have pretty much everybody need this quest, so everybody was able to run and do it all at the same time. Take another drinky drink. Take down a Wraith. And then these two, oh my god, these two, I hate how much they ran. I should have gone around the other side and just ran them to the wall that was to the right. But instead I had to run them all the way to the back wall. And then run them all the way back to the trap. But one of my party members were able to come pick it up. And right there, that's our tank messaging me, saying how we do. And saying this is actually only his second time running this, which it's technically, I think, my 25th. I have no idea. I've ran it quite a few times. Yep. But after you get that quest done, go ahead and you pull that trigger, or that, I don't know what to call it, a lever that pops up, and you'll get a second chest to pop up. And yeah, you choose your loot from the quest. Simple, done and done. And I missed a quest right there, but I realized it in a second when I get past it. But I want to do a quick mention of these guys. I consider these Anubis looking guys a boss. They do so much damage to the tank and the party. Right there, the third down, you can see Ricard, he's getting down to like half life. I'm pretty much selecting him and popping my quick heal onto him, just to do some off heals because the healer's not being able to keep his life up. Yeah, so I totally see these guys as like a mini boss every time you come to them. And now I notice about the quest, and I'm like, oh, a quest. Let's go get it. Now we're rolling. And I realize that they've started another fight, and we have another Anubis asshole. So, lock on him first. I start using my ability to take off the, like the positive buffs on them. So I take off their positive buffs, and then we just DPS them down. Yeah. Ricard, as he does, just wants a chain pull, so he leaves us to mop up really quick the last guy, and he goes and picks up another guy. Alright, these are for a quest. Ricard's gonna really quick tell that, because we actually have two people, I forgot, we have two people that in the group that have never actually run this before. So what happens is when you attack these, there's 3 of them in the whole dungeon. Within certain percentages of the damage done to it, there's gonna be just random mobs pop out. But none of them are ever elite, so they're real easy. All you do is you just, when they pop out, you know, just do your AoEs, do as much as you can. I eventually start using my soul ability, which is those yellows. Ooh, so much damage when you have a group. Yep, so I just start popping that out when I can, as soon as it's cooled down. Off cooldown, I do it. And, yeah, you just keep doing this. The thing is these, the guys don't really do any kind of damage. They're just pretty much an annoyance if you have a good group. And you just, yeah, DPS them down. And then finally when the rock breaks, you get the acknowledgement for that part of the quest, and you move on. Yeah, real pushovers. Oh, yeah, now we're just to some goblins. I think I might actually be getting a cold. I never understood, how can people get colds when it's like 90 degrees out constantly? Anubis! Quick, everybody, DPS. And yeah, and as you can see, like, I dropped my soul because there's a group and everything, but first thing you want to focus on is that Anubis, no matter what. Got guild chat blowing up. In here, there's actually a part of a quest for destroying, I think it's Elsbeth's device is what the quest is called, but yeah, you pick it up in Sanctum if you're a Guardian, and it'll be there at that little cross T. If you look up there on the mini map, the little T in that hallway, that's where it'll be to break. And it's real simple. You just go up, right click on it, quest is done. And with the dungeon finder now in the game, it's a little bit easier to try and find a group of iron tombs if all you want to do it at all is just the quest. So we continue to roll. And I love it when my instant cast bolt happens. It's so much fun. Yeah, my number one button is Depravity Bolt, or Depravity. It's Deprave in the end, but the whole point of it is when I cast it, it's a 3-second cast. That's a heck of a long cast to sit around and wait to do damage. But two of my other skills have a chance of making it an instant cast, which I love it when it happens. It's so sexy, dead sexy. Pun intended. Yep, trying to put all my dots on. That's damage over time. Like my Vex and everything. Now with my build the way I have it, anytime I do Vex, I get a certain amount of the damage done by Vex back to me for healing, which isn't necessarily the best like DPS setup, but that's my DPS setup for when I'm soloing, so that's all I had at the time. When I get a little bit more plat, I'm going to go ahead and use it to buy me a third soul slot so I can have my solo soul, that's kind of funny saying, my healing soul, which is going to be my main soul no matter what, and then my actual like dungeon DPS soul. Yeah, I'm not too big of a PvP person. Like, I jumped into enough PvP matches to get like some starting good gear, which if you're a healer, you gotta do what you gotta do to get good gear. Tank as well. You know what? I'm gonna just say everybody. Everybody needs to do what they need to do to get good gear. And now we're back to the next rock, which you can do the same thing. Just beat it down as the ads come out. One thing I forgot to say though about the last one is that what some of the times will happen is you'll get stunned. It's not a long stun, 2-3 seconds, but it can get pretty annoying if you have pretty much all the guys on your tank, and then you have your healer like 4 times in a row get stunned. I've only ever seen it happen once, but oh, party did wipe doing this simple thing right here. It should never happen, but it did. Yeah, I was rocking my mage, my DPS mage. Pyros for the win. Yeah, and just somehow, it was like 4 times in a row, the healer got a... And what I think happened was everybody was focusing on just the rock instead of trying to take out some of the ads that pop out. But yeah, I have no idea how it happened. 4 times... what the healer had said was, he was stunned 4 times, which I don't think is long enough to have it happen, but because like I said, I have the experience with the healing of this, so And as you can see, our tank is, taking so much damage when you get Anubis. Mini boss every time. Rolling. Yeah, these little goblins, they don't do much. Just DPS them down. Some green drops. Which I think I win 1 or 2 because I'm able to rune break a couple after, because I'm a rune crafter. Okay. And now our tank Rikara was telling everybody, you know, to stay together, but at one point I don't know if the healer didn't see Rikara move, but yeah, but you run to these orbs. And the whole point of it is that when you're on the orbs, it's pretty much an instant kill for any of the ghosts that are around it, because the light, you know, burns them and kills them. But everybody's like staying with Rikara and everything, and then all of a sudden, not to spoil anything, but it goes to hell. Because right there, our healer at the very top, he gets some guys on him, and so he tries to run back to a crystal and everything, but the crystals don't go off right away, and right here, healer goes down. Not a good thing. And we're all waiting for the ball to go off. I'm actually, you know, getting ready to cast my instant heal on Rikara. But at one point, it was just a line of sight issue, so I go ahead and just back up, sit around the crystal, waiting for the ghost to die, and we'll see what the outcome is in the end. And right there, Rikara, our tank goes down. But luckily enough, I have my healing soul, so I have a res on me, so I just switch over to my healing soul, and find Rikara or the healer. I don't know which one I did first, but I go ahead and res. I think I res the healer, yeah, and then the healer goes ahead and reses our tank. It's just it was a simple chance. I don't think anybody should ever wipe in this area, because the fact is all you need to do is just get to the orbs, and they'll be able to protect you. So as long as you have more than one res, you should be fine. Oh, and my puppy just came down. She's not a puppy, she's a full-grown dog, but I call her my puppy. Katie. And continuing on, here is in the top right corner of the little mini map there. You're gonna see like a little cutout section. This is where the quest to get the amulet bags is, and you'll get that, you know, in the dungeon. Pick up that quest. It took the first time I came through this, the group. It was the first time anybody in the group had ever done the dungeon, except I think one person. But that one person never did the amulet quest. So we were running around, had no idea where the amulets were. And the worst part about it was, when we did it, we had pretty much killed every single ghost in this area. Walking around, because you can see it. The map gives you some help on the quest, which, if you guys ever played any other MMO, that is key. Yeah, so nobody knew where the amulets was. Finally, I noticed that little nook. I went up and checked it, and I was like, "Hey guys, found it." Yeah, but from then on, everybody knows how to do it now. Yep. And here's the last green stone that anybody will need to kill for the quest. So just DPS the ghosts as usual. Send a message to our tank. sniffy sniff. And a drinky drink. Yeah, I'm not gonna drink a pop anymore. I'm gonna stick with my vitamin water. And we're gonna knock him out. Boom. And then rinse and repeat with this one. Bust down the rock, kill the guys, finish the quest. Because this is the last one, the third one, so the quest is done after this. Oh, and for reference, if you guys do use an Inquisitor and you want to do your soul drain, I believe is what it's called, don't try to target the actual enemies themselves, because you'll do what I did right there. I casted it, but the guy was already dead, and even though I had casted it and he died, nobody else got the damage from it, and it was pretty much useless. Then there's the area to turn in the quest, but me being completely oblivious and focusing on our healer and tank, I missed it. But in the very end, I do actually go back and get it, and we'll see. But here's the third boss, guys. Ragnoth the Despoiler. He's the big and heavy of the dungeon, but mainly real easy fight. He's a general tank and spank. Just have the tank him, healer heal the tank, and DPS like a mofo. There is just one little mechanic about this fight that you guys need to remember, and I'll mention it when it comes up. Right now, our tank is given the lay down for the people who haven't run it before to run to the light when you see the light, and that's the mechanic I'm talking about. Because I think when you get them down to about 50% life. Let's see when it actually happens. Yeah, DPS. I'm putting some mad deeps out. Yeah, right here. Ilium's ghost appears and puts a light. And Ilium's ghost yells to the party, you know, come to my light, I'll protect you, because Ragnoth does a ability called Flame of Ragnoth. It is a one-hit kill anybody who's not in that light. So yep. So after that, pretty much break him down. And he'll go down pretty easy after that. Yay, flashy lights. And and the healing totem that I wanted fell. Well, it's not a healing totem, but it's a totem I wanted for my healing spec. And in the end, I was able to win. Oh, hiccups. In the end, I was able to win it. Yay. And then I was trying to decide if this was better than the staff I have on currently or not. And yeah, it looked cool. Yep, and everybody's like saying pretty cool. And Ilium goes over there and he'll open up a portal that will take you back to where you came in, or to where you came into the dungeon. Yep, and then I got the random dungeon, which was another mace, which I already have one of. Yep. And then right before I'm about to jump in, I realize, oh wait, there's a quest turn in right to my right, or left, or whatever way I was pointing. Yep. And so I head down. turn it in, and magic happens. Yeah, nothing was really worth it, so I was seeing what I could room break. And level 21. I can drink now. But yeah, guys, that's the whole dungeon. It's the normal dungeon. No experts here yet. Level 21. Don't cut that. And yeah, checking out the dungeon real quick. Yeah, so that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, any suggestions, go ahead and leave them. And I'll go ahead and leave it with jumping into the void.